All right, this is my 500,000th time. I don't know why I'm putting on my headphones, but they're coming on. This is my millionth time trying to make this video here. Bunch of things keep happening. Well, the first time, the microphone wasn't even plugged in. The second time, third time, like this is like literally like probably my fifth, sixth, probably 10th, 13th time that I've been doing this. Anyway, you see the title, you see the thumbnail, you see all that, you know what the discussion's about. Let's just get straight to the puznoint. This is about battle rappers, or rappers I feel like can make the transition into battle rap. Now hold your horses. I know what you're thinking. Oh, there's 20. I can think of 30,000 names. No, you can't. Okay, if you can, if there's a lot of names you're thinking of right now, you're wrong. You need to narrow that list down, because I promise you, gosh darn it, there aren't a lot. Okay, there aren't a lot. There's literally like a handful, and by literally I mean like 5 probably, that I feel like can make that transition. Elzai is probably one of them. Don't let me forget Elzai. Elzai, probably a guy that can do it. But yeah, there's like a handful of guys, and I don't know, I don't even want to count those guys. Those guys like came up battling and stuff like that. Anyway, there's only a handful of guys that I feel like can make that transition. And I know what you're thinking. I don't to do this again. I know what you're thinking. There's like 20. Narrow it down. Narrow it down. Because in battle rap, you got to think battle rap is like, it's like the highest level of punchlines, angles, setups, rebuttals, etc., timing, memorization. It is like the highest form of that. I know what you're thinking. Oh, they can memorize their songs and they perform and stuff like that. Yeah, but they're not getting literally heckled. They're not getting reactions to every line. They're not getting people on stage pushing them around. They're not having to hear somebody else perform their verses where they're getting attacked. They might bring up something personal, something they don't even remember. Now they're thinking about that. Then they got to get back on track with their verse, remember the second one, then do it all over again for the third round. If they didn't go first in the first round, then they got to do, they have to do it in the first, get off, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? There's a lot. It's that memorization. It's not just, oh, they memorized their other stuff, then they should be good. No, the rebuttals, the aggression, the performance. You got to deal with somebody in your face, screaming in your face, yelling at you, maybe pushing you, maybe, getting real, sorry, baby, getting real close and personal. You got to deal with all these things. That's just away from like the skill level. Let's talk about the skill, the punchlines. Whatever punchlines you think are good, real G's moving like lasagna in battle rap would get booed. I love Lil Wayne. That's my guy. That's just the reality of the situation. What's a good bar and a good punchline in music, in battle rap, could be booed because the levels are so different. It's like an MMA fighter going over to boxing. Yes, you box in MMA. Yes, you do train boxing. But then you go over to boxing, the sport, individually, where all these guys do is box. Battle rap is kind of like the same thing. All they do is write punchlines and how to deliver these punchlines. So now you have to, in music, it's different. It's kind of. I mean, the setup's kind of similar, same, but like, you can, if you're not the best punchline rapper, you can disguise it by the music, or maybe you just have really creative flows and really good flows. A guy like JID is super creative with the flows and stuff like that, but he's not like the best punchline rapper in the world. Can't even think of a JID punchline, but he has crazy flows, super talented performances and stuff like performer is what I meant to say. There's a lot of guys like that who are just crazy performers, but don't necessarily have the best punchlines or best setups for the punchlines or things like that. So yeah, I say all that to say, who do I, and I want to get back to doing the discussion videos, because these are fun. I want to, interact with you guys. So subscribe, comment below, either, answering this question in general or something I say, or, you feel me? All right, let's get into it. The first guy, big surprise. If it shouldn't be a surprise if you've been paying attention, or if you look at the thumbnail, it's Drake. It's mother flipping Drake. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Drake, what? Drake, the R&B guy, the pop guy that she used to call me on my cell phone. That guy, you think he can bat? Yes, absolutely. If you go to any of his, the Duppy freestyle, tailor-made, push-ups, Heart Part 6, some Family Matters, crazy bars are in there. Good Kid, Mad City Van, will pop latch and let the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you dying. That's a war cry. That's the best bar out of that whole Kendrick battle. That was nuts. The rebuttals in that battle are the whole thing where he was doing the Michael Jackson Prince thing. They were both going back and forth. He won that. They were rebuttaling it back and forth. He had the better rebuttals out of that. Where Kendrick rebutted the Whitney thing with A minor, which is memeable, which is great. It was hilarious. I loved it. I love that rebuttal. Drake rebutted that with, you want to talk about A minor, you better B sharp, C whatever, D flat, D major. I'll come across the razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. That he won the rebuttal. I'm sorry. Yeah, A minor was funny as F, but that was fire. And the fire is going to take precedent over funny always in my book. Not with the people though. That's another conversation for another time. I'll get into the Drake Kendrick thing. I'll get into that one day. Because I got some hot takes there. You can probably take a wild guess on what that hot take is. But yeah, I want to do like a whole reaction to all those songs, just kind of go through them and dissect them, just because it's a classic battle. Anybody who says that battle wasn't, regardless, if you think Kendrick won, if you think Drake won, if you don't think it was close, you're an idiot. Sorry, you're an idiot, or you pay too much attention to the internet and you're too lost in the sauce. Get off the internet for a minute, go re-listen to them. Focus on the bars, the punchlines, the rebuttals. Drake was doing some great things on top of rhyming and staying consistent with his rhyme patterns and stuff like that. He was tailor-made masterclass. And people like to get on him about, oh, that's disrespectful to the deceased and stuff like that. Bro, it's battle rap. Shut up. People are so soft when it came. They nitpick things when they want to. They wanted to see Drake lose. And Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper of the 2010s, next to Royce 5'9". I'll leave that there. You can make of that whatever you want to make of it. So take what I'm saying seriously. Drake performed extremely well. I don't even remember what I was about to say. Drake performed extremely well in that. Before going to that battle, I knew Kendrick was going to win as far as public opinion and things go. But I also knew Drake was going to out-rap him, like lyrically, as far as the bars punch, like on paper, he was going to have the better battle rap skill, because Drake understands battle rap structure. He understands rebuttals. He understands angles. He understands punchlines, how to set them up. And he performed all of those things in that battle flawlessly. Where he messed up, he went up against Kendrick. That's it. Flat. He was never going to win. And as far as public opinion goes, why? Because Kendrick Lamar is the internet darling. He is what it is. And Drake did everything right. He just didn't do it. It just didn't work against a guy like Kendrick, because people want Kendrick to win. The court of public opinion, public favor, what do you want to call it, is in Kendrick's favor. If you go back to that battle, Drake does exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation: attack his character. He's not the guy you guys think he is. He's not this internet darling you think he is. He's not that. He's doing all this extra stuff. He's giving up 50%. He's doing this. He's attacking his character. He's not living up to the West Coast. He's not living up to the legends' names that they pass the torch and he's dropping the ball, that type of thing. He's beats his girlfriend, that type of thing. He's attacking that character to try to strip that internet darling, hip hop savior persona away from Kendrick. It just didn't work. It's too strong. And again, I love Kendrick. But if that wasn't in his favor, I don't think people would be looking at this battle like it was, oh, Kendrick got smoked. No. That wouldn't be the case. Kendrick Lamar made a whole verse about a daughter that doesn't exist, and people still think that song is phenomenal. I don't get it. Again, I think they both did great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anybody got smoked here. They both did great. But you have to take away points for that. That daughter doesn't exist. Drake doesn't have a daughter. He made a whole verse about a daughter who doesn't exist. That entire song is almost null and void. That takes away points from Kendrick. Drake is a brilliant battler. Angles, we came out the gate, drop and give me 50. That whole angle was brilliant, where he's exposing, hey, you're dropping 50% to Top Dog. You're getting extorted. You're getting this. You're getting that. brilliant angle. Also on the flip, just drop me, give me 50. Like kind of like big dogging him. Get down on the ground, give me 50 push-ups. Again, this isn't a commenting on Kendrick right now. I'm just talking about Drake's performance. Get off his nuts for 2 seconds and appreciate what somebody else does. Just because they went against your favorite rapper does not mean you can't appreciate what they did. Like I cannot stand, and this is the issue with fans nowadays. This is gonna be a Kendrick Lamar Drake rant. The issue with fans, a lot of fans nowadays when they talk about battle rap, they don't watch competition. They don't watch one-on-one competition. Maybe you watch football, maybe you watch basketball. A lot of people don't watch boxing, MMA, or battle rap in general. I mean, a lot of people do, don't get me wrong. These are huge sports. But what I'm saying is a lot of rap fans that talk like this, they're not used to taking away their ego from the battle and just being able to judge it. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper of the 2010s, next to Royce. I can look at the battle objectively and say, Drake did a great job. There's nothing wrong with that. But on the internet, oh no, Drake got smoked. Drake this, Drake that. Are you forgetting when Drake was up? Push-ups dropped. Drake was up. Everybody was saying Drake was up. If Kendrick never responded to that, Kendrick loses. Taylor Made. Are you forgetting Drake dropped back-to-back records on Kendrick? He back-to-backed Kendrick initially. Everybody knew Drake was up. Kendrick dropped what he dropped, 616 in LA, and then Euphoria, I believe, or, vice versa, flip those. And then Family Matters dropped. Everybody said in that split second before Meet the Grams dropped, everybody said, oh, Drake is up again. Then Kendrick dropped the 2. Then Kendrick was up. That's a close battle. No matter how you shake it. Then The Heart Part 6 came out. And the reaction was a bit mixed to that. But even if you go back to the reaction to that, some people were saying Drake was up. Some people were saying it's on Kendrick now. Then when we get removed from the Kendrick never responded, we get removed from the battle. Now all of a sudden, Drake just got smoked. No, he didn't. Even if you thought The Heart Part 6 wasn't enough and just the last, like if you just take the last exchange as who decides the winner, and you think Kendrick won off that, that doesn't mean throughout the entire battle. Like, I cannot stand it. Drake is good at battle rap. He's one of the better battle rappers in music, period. And I think he has transferable skills. If you go back to the Duppy freestyle against Push had dope punchline stuff too. So I don't want to say he just won with the drama and stuff like that, but the drama obviously helped. But Drake on the Duppy freestyle, he took a brilliant angle. It's the angles too that you got to come to battle rap with. He took a brilliant angle against him, saying, your boss, the guy you ride behind, Kanye, does all the things you just dissed me for, and you're standing next to him. So what kind of person are you? That's a brilliant angle. And people criticize Drake for taking that angle. Oh, you're dissing Drake you're dissing Kanye more than you're dissing Pusha. This is weak. No, it's the angle. He's literally coming at him from a different angle. You know what I mean? And I hate that. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm not a Drake guy. I promise. I'm not a Drake guy. I just like fair competition. It's like watching a boxing fight get I'm not saying Push lost to Drake or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just, again, it's fair. I could say Drake performed well. It's like watching a boxing fight that gets scored wrong. Even if you think they were supposed to lose, the scores need to be, the score should be close. It's not like you just blew out. You know what I mean? Like I just want to see fair fights. That's it. But yeah, like I said, Drake has some crazy lines, great angles. Taylor Made was a great, brilliant angle. Also capitalizing on the current hot topic of AI and stuff like that. Brilliant. Taking the angle of the West Coast legends looking down on. It was super creative. Whether you think it was disrespectful or not, guess what? It's a diss track. It's supposed to be disrespectful. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. That's the point. And that's why it's fire. Because it was disrespectful. And I love these guys. I love Snoop. I love Tupac. But it's like, it's disrespectful. It's supposed to be disrespectful. It's disrespecting Kendrick Lamar. Disrespecting, like, these are your heroes. Yeah, they hate you, because you're dropping the ball. Family Matters, brilliant. The way he went at everybody. And let's take it away from the Kendrick battle in general. The way he went at Rick Ross, the way he went at A$AP Rocky, the way he went at The Weeknd, the way he went at Future, the way he went at Metro Boomin. He took, let's say you still think he got smoked by Kendrick Lamar. Drake smoked everybody else in that. Everybody got tore up. It was a 20v1. You could say one of the 20 beat him. He smoked everybody else. I can't, like, the bias is insane. He tore a hole in a new hole in everybody's whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the phrase is. I just want that to be appreciated. You feel me? Like he did a great job. He had a great performance. This is Duppy. Let's look up. Oh, okay. So let's just think about. Sorry, I'm on the internet and you realize you can't see it. Let's think about some of the angles he took in push-ups, where he's talking about the size. Are you size 7 or whatever? And you talking about big stepping with the size 7 men's on. Like, it's just a clever way of coming at him because of his size. Yeah, it's nitpicky. Yeah, it's child's play. Yeah, it's, a lot. That's a lot of battle rap. That's what Kendrick was doing too. Kendrick did little nitpicky things here. It's rap. We're just talking ish. Yeah. And I think that's where he lost a lot of people too, was talking about like short and stuff like that. Cause like people Kendrick's size are going to feel offended by that, obviously. And I feel like that's where there's a little soft spot. Cause that now you're kind of attacking people in general. So that's where a misstep may have been made, was he wasn't specific enough. He was kind of broad. How you big step with the size of a men's on, that whole thing, that whole skin with the cover art, with the shoe size. That's a fire, bro. Like, people got to stop taking stuff so personal. These aren't just because they're your favorite rappers involved in a battle. Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper of the 2010s next to Royce 259. Just because they're your favorite rappers does not mean you have to take everything so personal, bro. It's battle rap. It's battle. My favorite battlers have lost battles. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. But again, if you're not used to watching competition like that and being invested in competition like that and removing your ego from it, it's probably difficult for you in a situation as heated as this. He did the what do you say? Let's see real quick. Your man, a Lil K. We call that Mini Drake. Little K, Kendrick. He's little. Call it a mini Drake, like a Draco. It looks like a mini AK-40. Whatever. He always said I overlook him. I was staring straight. I love that because of the metaphor of like, I'm overlooking somebody. I'm not overlooking you. I'm staring straight ahead. You're just so below me that I have to overlook you. But it's also like a metaphor for like his height. He's like, his height. I literally would stare straight over you if we were next to each other. These bars go over Kenny's head no matter what I say. They go over his head because he's short, but they're also going over his head because I'm super clever with my wordplay. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Paraphrasing is keeping something short. You like to keep it short. Yes, it's super petty, but it's also just clever wordplay. It's super clever. Like, you have to give it to him. And people will take lines like that, like, oh, he's just nitpicking him because he's short. But they won't do the same thing with Kendrick and all the petty things he's talking about. I don't know why this turned into a big Kendrick versus Drake thing. I don't know. Main focus should be Drake. But always rapping like, oh, this was another one got super nitpick. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist. It's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Money trees being the song with J-Rock. Don't go back to your hood and plant no money trees. You rap about money trees. You're not going back to it. And people are like, oh, he's calling us slaves. Even Kendrick is so brilliant. Kendrick is a master manipulator. I forgot who said it. They both call each other master manipulators or whatever, but he's brilliant. Kendrick flipped that. Kendrick knows Kendrick knows he didn't actually get called a slave. Drake is not calling people slaves. He's saying you're rapping like you're trying to get the slaves freed. Like you're rapping like you're Abraham Lincoln or something like that. You're rapping like you're some big activist or whatever, but you don't do X, Y, and Z. He's not saying that you're all slaves and he's rapping like you're trying to, but Kendrick flipped that and was like, he's calling you guys slaves. How do you guys feel about that? And then just stands back and watches the internet explode. He's brilliant. He's a genius. And I love Kendrick for it. But I'm not going to take away, but I'm not stupid. So I'm not going to take away points from Drake for saying that line. But some people are stupid. And he thought Kendrick knows you up because they're stupid. Not you guys. You guys are brilliant. You guys are smart. If you're watching this and you're watching this far, you're probably smart. But Kendrick knows a lot of these mothers on the internet are dumb, and he took advantage of it. Same thing with the daughter thing. He knows you guys are stupid, and he's going to take advantage of it. Let's talk about Kendrick. Do I think Kendrick could battle rap? Because initially it was no. Because I don't think Kendrick is as sharp. I think Kendrick would have less success than Drake battle rap. Like, I think Drake's battle skill set, like, it's like superheroes. Like, they all have their different skill set and whatnot. They all have their talents. I think Drake's music and bars and punchlines and music, his skills are more transferable to the world of battle rap than Kendrick's. Because Kendrick's not a punchline heavy guy. Kendrick's not, he doesn't have like the setups and punt and schemes and stuff the same way Drake does. Even like the rhyming within the battle rap, it wasn't as consistent as until like 616 in LA was nasty. It was nasty. That was a good one. I love that. I love 16 in LA is I don't say it's my favorite out of the whole battle, but it's up there. I just feel like Drake has more transferable skills into the world of battle rap, so I think he would find more success, and I think he could compete at a higher level. But I think Kendrick can compete. I just don't know how much Kendrick would know about these guys. I don't know if Kendrick, I know Drake is in Drake participates in battle. He hosted battles before. He knows these guys. So I think he could come up with some clever stuff. I just don't know if Kendrick is in the battle rap world like that to where he would know enough about these guys to even think of something. Also, the same things that worked for Kendrick in this battle would not work in battle rap. Because the battle rap audience, they don't care. They're not thinking about like, oh, he has a daughter. Oh my God, that probably wouldn't do much. Because Kendrick's thing was like grand angles and destroying him, like from a public persona perspective. A lot of the work in this battle got handled by Kendrick fans online, digging up dirt. Oh, Kendrick doing this, the hotel footage. Oh, Kendrick, or Drake did this or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Or Drake with the girl on stage and stuff like that. Kendrick never mentioned that girl on stage. Kendrick said he had a whole ring in his mansion with no evidence, and everybody just bought it. He said he had a daughter with no evidence, and everybody just bought it. So Kendrick can, if Kendrick could do that and do that in battle rap, that would be interesting. I'm trying to think of a battle rap equivalent, like a guy that does that a lot. But I guess that does happen a lot in battle rap, where like people kind of bring unverified facts and or maybe pseudo facts or whatever to the table, and people get, a good reaction out of them. And like years later, we find out none of that was true or something like that. But the issue is, in the moment, that's not what people judge battles off of. In the moment, like people aren't going to care. Like that's the thing, like people don't, I don't know. I don't think the way Kendrick battles in music is transferable to, like, I feel like if you put Drake's verses, I don't even feel 100%. If you put Drake's verses on paper next to Kendrick, like if they just perform this on stage, I'm going to family quote it. I'm going deep in the family quote it. Might get booed. Let's be real. Might get booed. If you heard that, let's say that's your boy down the street. He said, let me rap to you real quick. Hey, quote it. Go deep in the family quote it. If he said that to you, be real. Be real. You would say, hey, maybe don't ever say that again. I thought Euphoria was garbage. I don't care what anybody says. I thought it was trash. And again, Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper of the 2010s. I don't care. The next worst 5'9". I did not like Euphoria at all. I didn't think it was good. I don't think there was a lot of good. I think there was like 6 minutes long. I got like three good lines out of it. I should have at least 6. I thought I had like 3 good lines out of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. With that being said, Drake will be 100% be a better battle rapper on a battle rap stage than Kendrick. And before anybody tries to rewrite history, you go back to the Twitter and all this. A lot of battle rappers had Drake winning after Heart Part 6. You have to look at the immediate reaction after Heart Part 6, not after people let it cook and stuff like that. People thought Heart Part 6 was, from what I remember, thought it was fire. I thought it was fire. And then like a week later, everybody's, oh, this is trash. He's just apologizing. You told him to apologize. The whole internet was like, oh, Drake should address this, or not apologize, address this. Say, nuh-uh, then he's just saying, nuh-uh. Guys, everybody, am I crazy? Everybody was telling him, you have to address this or Kendrick won. He addresses it, says, no, I didn't do that. That was weird. And people either said that's not enough, or it just sounds like he's saying, nuh-uh. What do you want him to do? You either want him to continue or do more, or you want him not to address it at all. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? Sorry. That's a video for another time. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up because it's already been 24 minutes. So this video can just be, who do I think would win? Kendrick Lamar, I guess. I don't know why I guess I can't preface the video. You know what I mean? This is just about Kendrick and Drake, whether or not they can be on stage in battle rap. I'll talk about other guys in a part 2 or something like that. I'm sorry I got so heated. This kind of things just grind my gears.